Welcome back to Let's Smoke About It with your host, Mookie Boss.
Hey, Captain Daddy. Oh, that's me.
We got a hell of a show for you today. We got a special guest in Don Chicago with us.
Hello.
Hello, friend.
Hello, Don.
As well as the one and only Milkman himself.
How's it going?
The infamous Milkman.
The infamous. He's the kind of guy that delivers one bottle less.
Yeah, why did we get rid of Milkmen? I still want my milk hand-delivered to me in the middle of the day.
It's honestly always been a fantasy of mine.
I think it's something that still happens in, like, smaller towns where they don't necessarily have, like, a larger chain. It's more of just like, hey, go down to the little corner store market thing.
Yeah, but why did it ever stop being delivered, though?
Well,
that was a huge... it's more of a convenience than going down to the grocery store getting it, because it's... You can leave your bottles out so they get recycled, and then you just get fresh milk.
I mean, you gotta think about that. Like, the milk game was way ahead of the fucking delivery grocery
The milk game. It's a fucking hustle, man.
Like, dude, they were delivering their stuff way back then, and now they're like, oh, we're gonna start delivering with Walmart and Fred Meyer everywhere.
Yeah, it had to be some kind of monetary thing. Like, they were gonna make more money by putting it in bigger quantities, because before they were only like, how big were those bottles
I have
of
no
milk?
idea. There were like 6-packs of them or whatever.
They're,
Yeah.
I would say quarts.
I was going to say a quart. I'm pretty sure each one of the glasses
Or maybe
was
a
quart
pint.
of milk. Nah.
No.
That would
quart.
be like that might be like a different I've only ever seen them in the 4-packs where they were relatively tall and and that's pretty similar to the size of like the quart sized jugs that you can get in the grocery store these days.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, quart would definitely be 4 quarts. That's a gallon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
You get a gallon of milk delivered to you virtually every day.
That would be nice.
But what I'm thinking about is how it needs to be processed. I don't think that there's very many like just local dairies that are providing straight to, like, they have to go through a rigorous process, so it's easier to just get it manufactured into jugs versus trying to bottle them into recyclable.
Well, they could still do the jug or whatever. You just deliver it, like the milk company.
Just a jug of milk.
Yeah, the company could cut out the whole middleman of selling it at a market and just deliver it themselves.
But the market is where the majority of people go to buy groceries nowadays anyway, as opposed to just having it home delivered.
Yeah, but if you take it out of the markets and only make it home delivered, you could milk so much money out of that. Sorry for the pun.
I'm just trying to think of the business model. How would we accomplish that? It would be like Amazon, but on tricycles. With like
no, not tricycles. You're
Yes.
still in like UPS size vehicles that are refrigerated, just delivering milk.
So then that begs the question: how much milk can you hold in one of those things? Because you
That
have
I don't
to
know.
be able to. I think that might be the other thing is.
But if you did them in jugs, they go in
it's-
crates.
Maybe it's population per square, like capita or whatever, in the cities nowadays. Like even in where we're at, if you think about it, maybe half a neighborhood could get covered by one of those milk trucks. You know how many of those trucks you'd need in order to cover however many people sign up for that?
Yeah, and again, it just depends on how many people sign up for that.
And that's the kicker is depending on that, how your schedule and like where
I
your
think
routes
if it,
go.
I think if it is,
That'd be
it would
tough.
have to be the size of the postal surface.
It'd have to be like the homeowners association is like, yo, don't worry about milk. We got it covered. It's in. You get like an additional $25 a month fee for the fresh milk.
Like,
delivered.
and they just deliver a dick ton to the HOA, and the HOA hand delivers it from there.
No, it would be more like we send out a specific truck for this neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Because we know that they all are going to get delivery, as opposed to trying to like this house here, and then like there's another house, 7 houses up, but then the other one's like across the street, and you got to go through the street. Like the route system, if it was an individual, wouldn't work.
Yeah,
It would be too complicated.
because those subdivisions are fucking just like bass backwards.
Exactly.
They're all over the place.
Yeah. I do know there is still some kind of milk service, though. Like,
Yeah,
we saw a lot when we were out delivering to different homes.
Yeah.
It's like a metal tin. It's a specific milk brand company.
Yeah, it
And-
definitely still happens, but it's so uncommon now, and I think it's
Yeah.
because they haven't adapted.
How do they adapt though?
Like what I was saying, you have to appeal to the larger
Okay.
spectrum as opposed to individual.
Get really to the communities.
It's more of the macro economy.
The problem is milk not being advertised to people on the spectrum.
On top of the fact that milk is being demonized by other milks nowadays. All the nut milks and everything are like, oh,
Yo,
so,
your milk's
I mean,
not real milk because it doesn't come from
realistically
a
though.
nut.
See the tits on an almond.
Show me
Yeah,
the tits on an almond.
I'll show you the
I'll
tits on
tell
an
you
almond
that's-
right now.
That's not milk.
I've had almond milk once, and I believe it was also a flavored one. It was vanilla, and man, was that stuff rich. It was just it made
It's
me
just
feel
sugar.
like I was drinking like sugary milk, kind of milk, like sugary watery milk. I don't know.
That's what happens when you
It's not
squeeze a
real
nut
milk.
to death.
Yeah. That's what happens when you compress a nut to the point where it's just liquid.
Soy milk's kind of the same way.
Mhm.
Soy is really they're fine, especially if you get the chocolate. Usually chocolate almond milk and
Mm.
like silk or
I was gonna say, but
Something
what
where
about
you
silk
know, where it
milk?
covers.
because
Not a
silk
fan, I've
silk
tried it.
is almond milk, right? That's just
Uh,
that's just the name. It's
Or
called
is it
silk.
or is it rice?
I thought it.
No, that's rice milk's like horchata.
Horchata.
Chete,
Horchata. Which
horchata.
horchata is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never
I've
had
never tried.
horchata.
I've never
Hey.
had horchata.
Next time you go to Betos, you can get some horchata.
Mhm.
Oh.
Get some horchata and some flan and a big old loco burrito.
And then a long ass churro.
I go with the bean and cheese.
Why can't I
burrito
get a
all the
foot
time
long
for that.
churro? Is that
They have. Do they have churros there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
I've
great.
never seen it, and I
Oh yeah.
am such a churro head.
they do have lots of. Is it flan or flan?
Flan.
Flan. Okay. I'm Americanizing this.
Can
Can I have some flan and some jalapenos?
Jalapenos.
Realistically, though,
Por favor.
I had a pumpkin flan that would absolutely knock your socks off.
Ooh.
It was absolutely delicious. Let me tell you, the creme, the glaze on the top.
The custard and the glaze.
Sorry, I never had a flan.
Oh, so good.
Flan.
I
A
think I
flan?
might have had it one
Flan.
time.
Flan?
It's flan.
Flan?
It's
With a U.
Wasn't
Flan.
huge.
it's egg whites and
It's like a
custard.
Yeah, it's like a whipped
Mm.
custard.
Yeah,
Mm.
almost, and then you have like almost like a crumbly glaze over top, but it's
Usually,
more
like,
glass
it's
rather
a
than like a crust.
dulce de leche
Yarna.
on
That's
top.
the one.
Mm. It's really sticky and it's really sweet, but it's really good.
Oh, it's a reach. I personally
It's-
prefer that over.
It's
like
kind of
fried
like when
ice
you,
cream.
it's like when you cut into it, it like reminds you like cheesecake a little bit,
Ooh.
but it's like closer to the consistency of Jello.
So it's got like that solid cut, like you're cutting into a solid
It's
thing.
really easy. It's so soft and so
Mm.
like,
That sounds delicious.
but it's like
as hell.
really, it's not as rich as cheesecake. It's really light.
Mhm.
It's like, it's something else, man.
I might need to get some now. And some
Flan,
cheesecake.
come and sponsor us. I'll talk about flan all day.
What?
Let's get some flan delivered from Walmart.
I was gonna say, we'll open a shop called Flanders, and we'll specialize in flan.
And they're all shaped in the head of Ned Flanders.
Yeah.
And you got to
Flan.
throw in Anders in every now and again.
Hunt or something.
And we all have to, and we all have to
Believe
dress
it.
like Ned. Hi, diddly, how name Moreno? Come get some Flanderinos.
You're giving away like samples, walking around.
Shit, nobody take this idea. Maybe I'll censor it in post.
I'm gonna sue anyone if I see this outside of this
If I see this
podcast.
idea on eBay,
If it's not by anyone at this table, I'm suing you.
You could have the Flanders band come and,
Oakley Dokley.
Oakley
Yeah.
Dokley, yeah.
come and
At
open
the
up for
opening.
your event.
Oh hell yeah!
Flanders
Badass.
Grand
flan.
opening. That'd be sweet as hell.
Flan to
How
flan.
do you? I'm sorry, but how do you market only flan? Like truly, how would you market that?
Exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's one
okay,
way to do it.
so that's like here's the
If-
the
Americanize
catch,
it.
but then how?
If an ice cream shop can be open called Baskin Robbins and is only ice cream, I think we can pull it off.
I don't think flan is that malleable as ice cream. Like I don't think the flavor combinations maybe exist in that length.
You don't want Oreo flan?
I'm sure that if we could figure that out, that'd probably be one of the greatest things I'd ever eaten in my life.
I bet it's fucking
a
I'm
delicious.
Reese's
sure we could
flan.
figure. I was gonna say, I'm sure we could figure out a peanut butter with like, you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Flanders on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Flanders.
Flanders. Hey, mister. Thank you, sir.
Hey, John, what's your name again?
He's the imposter. He needs to be sent into
You're
space.
acting pretty sus over there, Sian.
No? No. I was in electrical.
I don't know.
Well, I
Only
was in storage fixing wires, so
only killers are electricians. That's what I've come to learn.
what?
Yeah.
Every single time I have played that game, I have been given fixing the wires every single time.
Oh, I get
It's
it all the
been
time too.
Yeah, the first time that I played that game, I was fixing the wires and got immediately voted against, and I was not the imposter.
Killer's an electrician. There was one game where that was actually true. He was doing nothing but electrical work and killed a bunch of people in the electrical room.
Really?
Killer's an electrician.
I got somebody by pretending to be fixing the O2 filter. By
Oh, you
getting
went
leaves.
and sabotaged it.
No, I sabotaged the reactor from that room,
Oh shit.
and then I went down and pretended like I missed it, like I was going to the launch pad. Then I sat at the launch pad for a hot second, and then ran up.
Yeah.
And that's when Lime was following me, and that's when he became sus of me because I was like purposefully like missing the opportunity to go up and help.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, I still got it though. I still got the
Saboteur!
fucking W.
He stabbed me in the back.
It was great. What room did I kill you in?
Killed me in the office.
Yeah.
Murdered me in the office.
That's because I waited and I saw everybody like leave, and then I left, and then I was like, nah, nobody else is coming up, and then I came up, bam, while he was in the middle of processing data.
We'll totes have to play a game of that later. Get down and mistrusty.
Yeah.
Trust
throw up
nobody.
All the lies and all
Never
the
trust.
walls of deceit.
So, Milkman, how have you been?
Yeah, Milkman, how have you been?
How have you been?
How have you been?
I've been doing
Welcome aboard this ship. How does it feel?
very good. It feels very good to be on the ship. I've been doing very good. Having a good time. Happy to be here with you boys.
Damn it. Dropped
Tell me
it.
if this is true or not. Buried Alive is your favorite band.
It's not true. However, I do enjoy a lot of Buried Alive's music.
I know you did. I was just trying to throw some wild statement out there.
He's
Buried
trying to
Alive-
start some rumors.
God, a favorite band, man. It's so hard to pick. But
Like, which one do you come back to the most?
I know.
modern day Babylon.
Really?
That's a good choice.
It's so good. It's just like my style of music. It's like what I would wish to play if I got to that level of skill, which I eventually plan to.
I can't honestly say I've ever heard them.
Modern Day Babylon.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
so
they're
good.
really good, like instrumental band, like genty metal band.
They did the song Coma, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That
Okay.
album is Coma is
So good.
some of their best.
That's the only song I know by him is Coma, and it's a fucking banger.
You say Coma, and I think of Black Tongue.
Sometimes I think of Issues when I think of Coma.
Issues.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah, they got that song called Coma on there.
Is it the one, like the first big
Oh.
one with Mike Terry?
I don't
With like the graffiti-looking fox in the V.
Volumes.
No.
Oh,
No.
Issues. You said
Yeah.
Issues. I'm
Not
sorry.
not Volumes.
I'm sorry. Completely different.
I did hear the other day. I felt kind of special because I was just at work and I was on YouTube looking for music to play, and Volumes had just put out a song like 5 minutes prior. I was like,
what was it?
first.
Did you comment?
No, I'm not logged in my account at work.
Should first.
First, it had maybe like a couple hundred views, and I was like, oh fuck, man, I'm like early to the game, and it was all right. I was like, oh, it's super early, and it was like it was okay.
That's what I was worried about. I will say though, it's interesting the vocal change-ups that they've
Whoa.
gone through as a band. They had Mike and Gus, or Michael and Gus, and then Gus and Mike. Now they have Mike and Michael.
Man.
Yeah, Gus left. I think he's in rehab again.
Michael.
Mike, Gus, Mike,
Terry, and
Mike, Gus, and
Michael,
Gus.
can't
Guess
remember.
that combination and you unlock the full band.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I love me some Volumes. I love me some old Issues too. Don't get me wrong, and like old Woes Me and shit. But Volumes is probably more my shit.
I don't really have like. I mean, nowadays, like, I don't even know if I have a favorite band. Like, I just listen to so much shit now, and I'm like.
Oh, I wouldn't say they're my favorite right now, not by any stretch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like. Who
like now?
Well,
Who's your
honestly,
favorite
right now, I think it's Dance Gavin Dance. I have been just parading through their backlog and just like, man, like, I listened to Happiness yesterday. I've been going hard on some Downtown Battle Mountain too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that whole album is great. Like, Johnny Craig's voice is something else. It's like vanilla. It's like.
Too bad he turned out to be a shitty person.
Too bad he's a shitty person.
Like, damn it, why'd you...
Got a bunch of MacBooks. I swear I'm not a druggie.
Hey, by the way, I was totally a druggie. I'm going to rehab. Like,
now it's time to get pissed. If you get offended, fuck you, suck my dick. Sorry, little Attila.
Attila's great.
he does porn now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he has his own OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
And he
subscribed.
shares a bunch of stuff to Instagram all the time.
Are you
Oh,
subscribed to his
promoting it.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, well, I'm subscribed to his free OnlyFans.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I
I
ain't
mean-
paying to see just him, but every once in a while he posts a fine girl that, like, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go check her thing out.
I follow
Have you
him on
seen
Instagram, and he
The
posts a
man's
lot of
penis?
shit
No.
about it. And it's like
I have no
he
idea
pretty
what
much
this-
gets amateur
I have no
porn
idea what it
stars
is.
with him. And it's like, what the?
Yeah,
he
it's
just
like they
shoots
get their
porn
stars
now. He
with-
doesn't. He's a metal porn star.
It's actually super weird.
Yeah, I listened to one of the songs on their newest album, Villain. Is that their newest
I
shit?
think so.
Yeah.
I was like, it's okay. Like
Yeah,
from
Terrific.
like oh my god, what was the 2014 album? Fucking
Dirty. No.
2014.
The one with Dirty Dirty and Call Out. And
No,
Grounds.
that not about that life.
It wasn't the
No,
one with
the one
Abducted,
I'm
was
sure
it?
About.
No, that was
About That
Chaos.
Life was
Oh,
before.
Chaos.
Was it a self-titled album?
What? Was it Guilty Pleasure?
Guilty
Yeah,
Pleasure.
that's what it is.
That's
Yeah.
Like that was the, I think that was the last thing that they put out that I really, actually still liked.
I jammed Guilty Pleasure pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. Dirty Dirty is on Guilty Pleasure.
Yeah, that one, and the title track and Proving Grounds. Like it's got some
This is
pretty good
the
shit.
perfect grounds. Du-du-du-du-du.
And then Chaos came out, and I was like, that was like the moment when Chaos came out. I was like, I don't know if I like Attila anymore.
Let's get abducted. That's
That's
the only song that's like,
that
That
was a
song was
funky-
cool.
That was a
Yeah.
funky riff, yeah.
like
But that's when you could tell. I will say I jammed the fuck out of Pizza.
Pizza
I
was
like that
pretty good
song,
too.
Yeah. And I saw them like relatively after they like debuted that song and they played it. Me and another local vocalist friend of mine sat there and we screamed it in the fucking pit. It was badass.
hell yeah.
It was a lot
Pizza.
of fun. Yeah.
I like that song too.
I mean,
It's not
I,
bad.
I tried to do the entirety of their set, but alas, I'm not quite as good as Franz. He still has it.
I believe you could be better.
Shut the fuck up right now.
With training, you can become so powerful.
You just need to go high up on them.
Than you realize, SpongeBob.
You just need to go on the top of a high mountain, meditate, scream.
You used me for land development. I don't want to be used for land development, okay?
I'm not gonna use
I'm
you
not
for
going to
land
train
development.
to become better than Franzi.
That's not land development though. It's entertainment development.
Oh, I know it. I'm ready. I'm ready
That's
to
free real
ride.
estate, baby.
I could not do what he does, like, lyrically. I don't think like that when it comes to writing lyrics. By any
I'm not saying lyrically the same thing. I'm just talking about like being the ability
in
to
terms
scream.
Of, oh no, I'm way better than him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no,
Like,
I know I'm better than him in that.
not writing.
But
If you listen to
have
his
a nice
lyrics
screaming
carefully,
voice.
sometimes they're kind of fucked. I mean,
some like
Each-
I will admit,
everyone's got
like,
their
his
own
older-
opinions about
the
lyrics.
Older albums, he knew how to write like, and even though they were like talking about,
he was party metal, man.
yeah, it still there was a place to him, and he could still tell a story. Now it's just like, fuck you, fuck.
But you.
Yeah.
It's just
It definitely felt more personal just because, like, they weren't as big
Mhm.
and they were just writing whatever they wanted to. And And now he's like
shots.
super rich, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, fuck it.
Fuck it. I love my haters.
He's a funny dude. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
I went.
Gets ready to party.
Have you ever
Interesting
met
as
him?
hell.
And like a fucking sun hat.
Have any of you guys ever met him?
Yeah, I've met him.
I,
He's a goofy
I've seen
dude.
him.
he was
I've seen
interesting.
him live too.
I've seen him.
I went to this like meet and greet thing that you had to like pay to get into. It was like
Really?
$20, and you like got to go back there, and it was like he gave advice on like I don't know, like kind of like I guess like business and music and stuff like
Oh,
that
really?
on how to do it.
I'm
fucking then telling at you, the- man,
this is the type of shit you gotta do, man. Like,
And then at the very end, he did a Q&A.
word.
And that's kind of why I wanted to go. I was like, I guess I'll listen to his advice, but like whatever. I want to just do the Q&A so I could like ask him some questions or hear some questions that people
Like,
were gonna ask.
Bronze, how long is your song?
Dude, you got a huge cock. Hey.
It was after that set that I like. He was like giving high fives and shit to the people at the front row, and I like forced my way up, and he's just like, "Yo, that was sick." Fucking give me a high five. That was that was me meeting him. So like, he's a cool dude, but
Me, Tyler, and I believe Hayden all went to go see him during that thing, and my question to him was, God, it was like, trying to think of the way I worded it, but it was like, did you know Mitch Lucker, or like,
didn't
like
know who he was. Like,
yeah,
were you guys
like
close?
was Mitch Lucker cool? Did
Yeah.
you get to meet him and stuff like that? And then you kind of like just talked about him for a little bit and was like, yeah, I got to meet him. He was a really cool guy. We got to get to know each other pretty well. And he said he was there when he went to go buy the motorcycle that he crashed on when he died.
Really?
And he was there during that.
Damn.
Damn.
So I
It's
was
crazy.
Like, oh, that's crazy.
Like probably one of the last person to ever see him. One of the last people.
Yeah. I don't know how long he had the bike before he crashed on it or what, but
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
Coulda had it for
a
like a
little
year.
while. Yeah.
Just one bad accident
yeah.
turned
That's-
deadly.
That's how my mother's father died. Was a motorcycle accident.
We should just get
I never even
mopeds.
met him. What?
Get mopeds and
Mopeds.
scooters. We should do a
Sure.
scooter gang. Because you technically don't need a motorcycle license for that because they don't. It's the size of the engine.
They
doesn't-
don't go very fast, so you don't got.
You can't take them on freeway.
Yeah,
Sure,
that
if
makes
you want
sense.
to.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I would totally get a Vespa
You
or
just
something
ride the
and
shoulder
fucking.
going
Yeah.
40 the
No,
whole
you can
time.
still get on the. You can still legally get on the roads and shit. I think it's like max
Yeah.
is 55 or whatever.
Yeah, so you would
You still get
barely
to
be able to
cruise.
do like
Yeah.
that one road that doesn't exist.
Maybe it's 60. Maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe it goes to 80. I don't know. Because it has to be able to do 55 at least.
Yeah.
So I think 80. 'Cause I
don't
see.
know.
I sometimes I see them on the freeway. So I know
well,
they
and
can.
that's the thing.
That'd
is
be
they
scary
they
as
different-
fuck,
They
like-
have different sized engines, so I'm sure some of them
Yeah.
could probably hit the freeway.
I don't know. It'd be
with
sweet
others,
just
you
have
know?
a fucking moped because it's like, oh, it's a nice day and I don't have to spend that much on gas. Go get some coffee. Fucking scoot up there. Beep beep. What's up, bitches? Hey, it's fucking warm.
Check out my Fabio.
Look how many mirrors I got on this thing.
It's
4.
crazy.
My old chemistry teacher had a moped that he used to drive.
Mopeds are the future, and we should embrace it now.
Once I get like some like kind of hovering crafts and stuff, like hover scooters, and
I'll be all over that.
man, that'll be cool.
Just a little like anti-gravity.
I hope
that
little
happens in my
scooter
lifetime.
bike thing that you can.
Hoverboards today are not hoverboards. They're still
they
touching
ain't.
the ground.
They're still touching the ground.
They're not even boards.
They're not even boards. It's a fucked up skateboard.
It's like half
I
a
never
Segway.
understood that. It must have had to be for like marketing purposes.
It's like a Segway without the top.
Like, oh, check it out.
Well, that's probably because they don't have anything.
Holy
else to
shit!
call
I
it,
wonder if
because
that's just
the
what
only
they
thing
thought.
for
They looked at a
reference-
Segway. They're like,
This doesn't
They could
need a
just call it
handle.
whatever.
The only thing for reference would be the Segway, so that's probably why
They could just
can't.
call it the dick butt.
the dick butt.
no, yeah, no, with the Segway and the hoverboard, they just look at the Segway. They're just like,
There's too much going on here.
yeah, you don't really need this whole top part. You could really use your hands for holding shit or doing something while you're
People have cores.
Dabbing while you're hoverboarding
yeah
down
dabbing
to the store.
get coffee for the office. We'll just take that away, and you got to just balance your way. You got to lean with your body. And we'll make it explode, because the battery's not too safe.
Have you seen the other kind of stuff? Like, there's been all sorts of different types of, like, styles of boards, I guess. Like, have you seen, like, the one wheel and stuff
Dude,
like
the one
that?
wheel's cool looking.
It looks pretty sweet.
I have not seen it.
It's like one
the
giant
board.
wheel, and there's like little platforms on either side for your feet, and you just kind of like balance on it,
Yeah,
and
just
just like
one wheel in the middle.
one big ass wheel. You're just like, wow.
That's awesome as hell. Fuck, how much are those? A lot, probably?
A lot. Yeah.
$1,000.
Damn it.
I don't know. Probably.
We should all just get unicycles.
2,000.
You'd be good about a
Unicycles.
unicycle? No, I'm terrible at balance. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't really have very great balance in like.
I don't know how I could do on a unicycle. I guess
Still
I
down
could
for a
learn it
scooter
over
gang,
time,
though.
but I'd probably just do absolutely
Scooter gang
awful at
for sure.
first.
Scoot gang.
Scooter.
Scooter.
Skateboard.
Would be the metal scooter club.
Yeah, we get leather jackets and shit.
Yeah,
I've
we'll
been
get
wanting to
like
get back into
Judas Priest
skateboarding.
and
No, we'll just get
I
we'll
never
get
really
like
super got into it, but
some sweet jackets made, and then we'll get the some helmets like out of a GTA 5. Those punker helmets or whatever with the spikes on the top and the decals on the side. Hell yeah!
You
Scooter
can go
gang.
pick up the they
Sorry,
sell
no.
pink ones at Walmart for like 10-year-old girls, and
Perfect.
it's got like a little rubber mohawk on it.
yeah.
That's all we
I don't
wear.
think it fits my big ass
I was
head,
gonna
but
say our heads are probably a lot bigger than that.
no.
Can I get this in adult?
Can I get this in grown ass man size?
I bet Amazon has some for grown ass men. I need more Heelys too. I need to go get me a size 11 Heelys, men's.
Size like 32 boys. They only make them in children's sizes.
Like they still light up and everything.
Oh,
They make
you
adult
have
Heelys.
to. They do?
They do it, yeah.
They
They
better.
They make adult Heelys.
Fuck.
I thought so, 'cause there was an old Tobuscus video, it was Dramatic song, and he had his fucking Heelys on. And, like, he was a grown-ass man. He is a grown-ass man. I was like, they make them. They exist. I need my
He's
Heelys.
wearing
It's a
'em.
real thing. He has them on.
That would be great. I never got them when we were younger.
I never did.
Our
either.
cousin had a pair, and I was always
I had
really
a pair.
jealous. You had a pair? When did you have a pair?
You don't remember me having a pair? I
No.
thought you had one too.
I never had Heelys.
Dude, I remember using them a lot in the freaking airport.
Fuck. No, I never got Heelys.
I remember mobbing on the airport.
Dude, the ground was so smooth, it was the perfect place.
Dude,
I could glide forever.
Guess apparently everyone was just cruising on Heelys, and I'm sitting here like,
Like the whole family's got Heelys and you're stuck walking. Like even mom
I
and dad
Heeley'd
has
all
Heelys.
day,
maybe I just don't remember that. Because
Because you're in denial that you didn't get Heelys.
I didn't get Heelys,
I
man.
could have
Just
swore
block
that
that
you had
part out.
Heelys. I could have sworn.
No, I never had it.
If I didn't get
I never
Heelys,
had it.
nobody did.
Yeah.
I think I remember now
I'm
though
gonna block
when,
it out. No one got Heelys.
when we were younger. I think I was like messing with yours, like putting the wheel in and fucking with it. But no, damn it! It's time to, as an adult, live out my childhood dreams.
I've like really wanted to like go do that again because I loved the feeling of healing out of there. Just got to go get some adult
That's
size
like 'cause-
Heelys and go to the airport real quick.
Now no one can so nobody can say no. You can't buy that because you're the one buying it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll spend
Exactly.
$60 on these shoes
I'm
or
pretty
whatever.
sure they're pretty expensive, like $80 or something.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
believe that.
But then I can go to the skate park and there's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
where's your board? And I'm like, right here. And I just Heely down the fucking snake way and just like do a McTwist.
Yeah, you just walk up. Everyone's like, "Hey man, get out of here! You have no board," and you just walk into the bowl, skate up.
Well, see, that'd be cool if you could get like a front wheel too. And then you just walk onto the thing, and then that way you have like just two wheels on
Like
each foot.
roller skates,
rolling-
basically.
Yeah, basically
I was gonna
roller
say now
skates
we're
on
just
your
going to
heels,
roller
yeah.
skates.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool. So that I could have roller skates and shoes
Mhm.
at the same time.
Oh,
Because the problem with roller skates, I gotta change my shoes. If I could have it all built into one thing, or like in cartoons or whatever, you know, they like hit a button, their shoes just like magically
into-
pop wheels out of them or some
Yeah.
shit. And they're just like
Get rockets on the back.
So that,
well, see, you could totally do that actually because you could put the wheel in and give it the ability to swivel, so you can just fold it up into your shoe and have the roller skates. But your shoe would look weird when it's.
Yeah, be a thick ass shoe, boy.
Ugh.
so
No, because you'd be walking on the sides of the wheels.
Did you
On
find
soles
out
of
how
your
much
feet.
they are?
yes. So they
Oh,
are
the Jada
$60 for the Heelys Pro 20, it looks like.
Pro
on
20.
Heelys.com.
What sizes do they come in?
They come in tons of sizes. You can get it in 13-year-old, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7,
No,
7,
no,
8.
you're going the wrong way.
Adults.
No, you're going the wrong way. You need to go up higher than 14.
And then 9 men's, 10 men, 11 men,
Oh, hell
12
yeah.
men, 13
Perfect.
men, 14 men, 15
I was like,
men.
you're going down, man.
I
That
was
doesn't
just saying
sound
all
good.
the sizes. I was getting them all in there. I was getting there.
It's like, oh, cool.
Do
14
any
is
of them
small.
have a double wheel?
A double wheel?
One that has 2 wheels on it as opposed to just one.
I don't think so, man.
You remember the
We got them. It's not just Heelys, they're just wheelies. And it's a Heely with a front wheel.
WH.
Yep, WH is wheelies.
Really?
do you remember the
Completely different thing.
They do have one with a double wheel. I
Oh,
lied.
shot
I'm
down.
you can't be serious.
It does
was gonna
not come
start
in
firing
any
off
men's
some-
sizes, though.
Only
What?
It's only for young kids, or
Oh, I thought you were gonna say only women. I'm like, why?
They're the only ones to get the
it's
double
only
wheel.
women or young kids. There's no men's sizes
Really?
for the double wheel.
Well, I guess I'm getting like a size 20 women's or
I
something.
was
There
gonna
might
say,
be.
I wonder what
I'm
my
not
foot
through them
size
all
in
yet,
women's
so let me
is.
get to the last one.
My dreams will be crushed.
Do you think they would convert?
Possibly.
They'd just be a really big woman's shoe?
Find a way.
Like, what's size 11 and or what
I'm
size
sure
10
you
in
can make
men's?
that conversion.
Oh my
on,
god!
Like Google or something right before you even had to.
You can get
go
the
in there.
SpongeBob SquarePants edition in men's.
Of the double?
No,
Oh,
That's fine.
sorry. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
for some reason all the doubles are only women's and kids.
Transfer what a size 11 in men's is to a woman's size and see if they still have those.
Oops.
What is size 11 in men's in women's?
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Do you remember the soap shoes? From like the mid 90s?
I really can't say I do.
What about moon
Soap
shoes?
shoes. I remember moon shoes. I don't remember soap
They,
shoes.
they were special shoes that were made to grind on rails. Like the ones that, because the Sonic wears them in Sonic Adventure 2. Like they're actual soap shoes, and there's advertisements everywhere in the game that say
Really?
soap, and they were real.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, that's an actual shoe brand. That's what Sonic was
Yeah.
actually wearing in that. That's why his shoes are different than any other games, because they were.
I was always wondering.
They were
like,
real
why do
shoes. He
those
was
shoes-
sponsored.
Yeah, I'm like, why do those shoes look so weird compared to any of the other shoes I've ever seen? Them in?
That's
They had so
hilarious.
much detail
Sonic
to 'em.
Sonic got a sponsored game.
That's why
Yeah.
it was so good.
And that's why you were able to grind on rails in the game, because it was advertising and what you can do with those soap shoes, but like fucking nobody knew how to use them, and they were hard as fuck to use. Like,
The grind shoes?
yeah,
that game?
some people. No, not
In
in,
re-
no,
in
in
real
real
life.
life.
Oh, I'm like, in the game it's super easy.
No,
What
the
are you
game
talking
is
about?
awesome, and it like, no, in real life, I
I
mean, like,
believe that.
it's weird. It's weird. There's like a little carved out part right here in your
Mm-hmm.
foot, and it's like got metal or something on it, and that's how, or plastic, hard plastic, and that's how you grind on. Like it was going to be advertised as the next extreme sport was just like running up to a rail and just jumping on it for 5 seconds, and grinding down it.
Didn't I thought the
Huh.
reason it didn't work so well
All
is because
right.
people couldn't find like the, or at least why it may not have worked so well over here in the U.S. is like people tried to do it, but like the rubber on the other insole part, because I'm pretty sure it was just on the inmost part instead of the shoe on
Yeah.
the bottom, that plastic or that metal or whatever. And then so the rubber on the other sides to create the platform of the shoe that you'd actually be running with. I think once you hit the rail with that rubber is when you would stop and fall over. And I think that was just too hard to like calibrate every time.
It was really hard. It wasn't like a. Well, I guess it's. I can't do it on a skateboard either, but
I can't even stand on a skateboard, so I can't have too much criteria. But just in terms of what I've seen, I
The
would
thing
imagine
is, like, when
that's-
you're
I've
s-
seen a lot of problems with something.
yeah, with like skateboards and rollerblades and stuff. Like when you're like doing multiple tricks, you know, you're cruising, you jump and you grind, and then you land, and you can go into something else, like do a kickflip and
Mhm.
or come on like with the soap shoes, like you just run up, grind on it, and you're like, yeah,
I did it.
and then you go walk back up the stairs and you do it again. Like there's really nothing else to it but rail grinding.
I guess you can try to jump off of it, do like a double jump type thing. I don't know.
Speaking of similar type shoes to soap shoes having like a very specific purpose, but it just being the shoe in itself, have you ever seen the ones that basically act as full skis on their own? And it's just like a ski
No.
boot?
What?
it's crazy. They have like the same kind of bottoms as like a ski would, but like real thin, and you are like able to. It's basically like rollerblading on the snow. I kept seeing advertisements for it like all last winter and winter before from some company out in like the north.
Uzbekistan.
I don't.
Sweden.
But yeah, something like that. Sweden, Alps. Anywhere. I'm pretty sure the Alps are in more centralized Europe. Disregard that. Regardless, I saw that same thing, and I think that'd be sweet. I'm really shitty at skiing anyway, but I think having that overall level of mobility and being able to switch up and do all sorts of little things to correct yourself rather than needing to follow a strict pattern due to how long the damn skis are.
Right.
I mean, compared to skiing, I'm a much better snowboarder, but
Well, because with those, the skis wouldn't be that long, so you can control yourself just with your own body weight rather than having the poles to really kind of help you balance yourself. Counterbalance, I should say. But I don't ski, so I don't know how true that is.
you guys don't do any winter sports?
Nope.
No.
I
I've
sled.
snowboarded one time in my life,
Really?
and I didn't make it past the bunny hill.
Yeah.
tried
Same.
I tried skiing for a whole season, and I was shit at it. And then I went snowboarding one time, and I was already like 3 times better than I was ever at skiing.
Like, I'd give skiing a shot because I snowboarded once. That was same case, didn't get off the bunny hill.
Can you guys skate, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Skateboard?
I can't skateboard worth shit.
I'm not
It's-
very good at skateboarding either.
It's something for me. It's something to do with the fact that my feet are tied to the board at all times. That makes it kind of difficult. Whereas a skateboard, I have a lot more freedom and mobility on it.
See, that's what makes it so much easier for me. It's that freedom and mobility that fucks me over every single time I try to stand on a goddamn
I need something to hold my feet here.
Exactly. Something to keep me to the board. I'm too clumsy.
Yeah, I did it a lot.
But I'm
not-
really good at just like throwing my weight around, so I guess like that to me is what makes skateboarding a lot easier. Is you're just kind of
You mean snowboarding?
burdening. Yeah, that one. Lord.
Yeah, I used to. I went
Let's
to,
smoke about it. I'll give you one guess. We're high.
What? What are you talking about?
Like I went all the time after school to like the skate park and stuff and practice with one of my high school buddies. We had the same free period, so we were done at like 1:00 or whatever, and he was like, everybody's in school and we're out at like 1:00, so we would go to the skate park and it'd literally just be me and him,
Word.
and he would teach me how to skate. I was able to like drop in a little quarter pipe and like go back and forth, and like I went into the snake run and went to the bowl, and I was like just cruising around. I'm like, yeah. I want to do it again.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna go back on one of those old guys
Okay.
at the skate park.
Gonna take me.
Yes,
I want to learn.
I'll teach you how to skate.
Because there was one time where I had your brother's skateboard
Oh, yeah.
for a little while. And I really dig that. I was using it for transportation for a little while, just to like kind of get around.
Well, that's what I love about longboards for me. Is like it's that same cruising on the skateboard, but more cruising. Like it's meant to get you the distance.
It's more of the A to B versus the freedom of tricks.
Yeah.
Tricks and like quicker mobility.
Longer rests between.
Because it's smaller, so you can get around with it quicker and shit.
Yeah, I like the longboards for going places like you hit the green belt and you just kind of
Just
cruise down it
coast.
because you can just like push a couple of times and it takes you and you just go, and the wheels are a lot larger and like softer, I guess. You can go over more stuff.
Yeah, they're more of a rubbery style wheel than skateboard wheels.
Yeah. Whereas when I go to the skate park, and because it's also really rough, like really rough parts are super fucking rough on a skateboard. Like it hurts my feet almost because it's just vibrating so bad. But on a longboard, it's a lot softer and you just kind of go
Got like
over
a
it.
little suspension.
But nothing beats the feeling though of like putting your skateboard down at the skate park on the actual like concrete they have there, and it's just so smooth, and you just
Oh.
like push once and you just glide, and it feels so good. And then like once you start getting a rhythm in, you like kind of go along and follow curves. It's a lot of fun. I couldn't do any tricks, but I could cruise around. I'm like,
I think I would just really like that. I think I would really enjoy getting to a skill level of vert skating, because that style of skating looks the most fun to me. Like where you're just coming down like a 13-foot ramp, and you're just
Dude,
Just
it's
dropping in.
It's fucking scary. Like, I wouldn't drop into the big bowl at the skate park there. Like, I refused. I'm like, no. Because it's like over 10 feet high, like when you sit at the bottom of the bowl, and it like almost caves in a little bit. So it like goes past that 90 degrees.
It's got negative ramp.
Because I was inverted.
It's that negative ramp.
Oh, it's terrifying. And I would go sometimes like early in the morning because I didn't want to embarrass myself. And
No one else can see.
hang out with all those punks. They're going to bully me.
Damn schooner kids.
Although,
Everyone who was there was douche.
yeah, a lot of times people.
Every time I went there was just some douchebags.
That's how it was at my local skate park too.
I mean, that's the douchey people find the skate park for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
They need to assert their dominance.
So I'll make my own skate park for me only.
And it's just a giant bowl. Like
You just go around.
yeah, just almost like a pump track.
Mm-hmm.
You know what those are? Where it's all you're doing is just pumping on the skateboard with your feet. You're not even really taking your legs off the skateboard. But it's just a fucking big bowl. It'd be so cool.
That would be a lot of fun. I love like a big ass like snake way, like at Bam's house.
Yeah.
Big old snake way run. When you made that, that'd be fun. Like a mile long worth of just skating.
Not really just thinking about just kind of coasting. Just, yeah.
That's how I felt when I was on the
Just,
Nordic track. I don't know if that's what it's called. I know for a fact that fast track. I don't think that's what it's called either. Anyway,
I don't know where it's at.
cat track. I think that's what it is. In snowboarding, there's this like cat track that takes you across the backside of the mountain, Bogus.
Oh.
And it takes like 45 minutes to get through that. And it's just all along the backside, and you just see nothing but like open air and like mountains and trees and everything on the backside.
Isn't
you
it
can
like
only
a
do
double
it-
diamond or whatever path?
The cat track isn't. It leads to like a lot of more blacks and then a few blues in terms of
okay.
like the difficulty scale. But you can only go during the day because that bitch is a drop. if you miss like a corner or something on that thing, you're going down the side of the mountain.
See, that's what's kind of crazy about snowboarding and skiing is it's just easy to
There's
slide.
There's been a few times where I got
You're
too
on
nervous
ice.
to learn to turn, and then I like really paid for it, and I had to climb my ass up the side of a mountain just to make sure I didn't go down.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
If I can just slide out from underneath myself at a moment's notice,
Mm-hmm.
or not even be able to turn, whew, you fall off the mountain.
Yeah.
Or hit a tree.
I'd rather hit a tree because at least I'm stopped. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but
Dude, you might
You don't want to
die.
hit the tree, yeah.
You don't want to
because
hit
then
the
you'll
tree.
you'll go into like
Oh,
I can't remember what the hell
there-
it's called, but yeah, it's like a well, and the snow just like will pile on top of you.
yeah, because the snow is gonna be so high, the trees actually look shorter than they really are.
Mhm.
I watched a little thing about that on YouTube and it looked
It's super
terrifying.
You best
dangerous.
be wearing a helmet.
Yeah, it's
If you're
Yeah.
not wearing a
Or-
helmet when you hit that tree.
Or if you hit the tree and all it does is just like spin your body, like you clip it and you just and you're
just
tumbling.
ragdoll in the air,
Spinning
Pray to God you don't
violently.
hit like a rock or something.
Or when people do that, they fall off their thing and they just start cartwheeling.
That's the one thing about skis, like, is kind of nice is they just break away so they don't hurt you. Whereas like the snowboard being
Snowboard's
attached
gonna
to
break
you.
your fucking ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
it's my knees.
I was gonna say it'll be like your knees or like part of your. the
Or I
bones
guess
in your
like
legs,
yeah,
'cause
you're higher on your
Yeah,
ankle.
they sit.
That's always been a fear of mine. That's why
Yeah. Oh,
I've
that
kind of
scares the hell
hesitated
out
to
of me,
go to
too.
snowboarding. I've always just thought about that, like my knees.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take my knees snowboarding. Don't take them.
Yeah, no,
Don't
skis are
do
definitely
it,
easier
son
on your
of a bitch.
legs. But then you gotta pick up everything. You gotta pick up the pieces. Yeah, shit, where my skis go? They're everywhere. Like a Minecraft guy, you exploded.
You set up for the peanut butter experiment.
Oh, thank you.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, we got to lay the groundwork. Remember, for the liquid peanut butter experiment.
We can't lay
Like
the groundwork. We can't lay the
straight
groundwork here
liquid?
because I don't want that taken.
Liquid
It
peanut
has
butter.
to be a private
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, it has to be
We've
private.
been.
It needs to be written down on paper and then
Patented.
scripted up.
That's fair. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't risk it for that biscuit.
Don't patents expire?
So you get what? Trademarks, you mean?
Is it trademarks?
I'm pretty sure trademarks expire. I don't know if
okay.
patents do.
Yeah, they do. But once you patent it, that shit is like, lock.
Okay.
That's yours forever, big boy.
Fine. I guess we won't talk about that.
No, not on this platform. God damn it.
Fine.
But we can think
It's
about
gonna
the
be huge.
But we can think about the
Huge.
packaging.
We
It'll
can
be
think about
it'll
the
be
packaging.
Packaged
So-
in
How do we
tubes.
deliver?
In tubes.
Tubes? I
Like-
disagree.
like
I think
spaceman
bottles. Nope. I think bottles. I'm
Tubes?
thinking
Like a Gatorade bottle like this.
like a Coke bottle, like the glass ones.
Some breakfast essentials.
Full of...
Liquid peanut butter.
Nah, man, I'm talking mason jars. I'm talking about thick jars of this
Just
creamy
a big-
goodness.
Well, that's
Big
what I'm saying,
ass
is, like,
bitch.
we had a great sample of it. I feel like the inconsistency in which it was like brought to be caused a potential like coating, like a thicker, like hardened coating along the inside of it, as opposed to like having the entirety of it be like something that you could easily drink per se without needing any milk afterwards, as opposed to still having it be that thick or rich or creamy. I'm thinking like more of like a
Oh, like you
like
can take a
true-
sip out of it.
Yeah.
I still, you can still put it in a
I feel like that would
mason
make me
jar
uncomfortable.
with a straw, because
Straw.
the bottle that was
How would
discovered
you-
in
how
was
would
about the
you-
size of a mason jar. You know, just kind of like a 20-ounce coffee size.
Okay.
You just drink it with a straw. It'd be kind of warm. Or you just like a hot coffee cup. You just kind of put a cautionous hot cup or lid on it. You drink it.
See, that's the
right
other
out of
thing. I
that.
wouldn't want to have to require it to be that hot, because if you
Well, you
remember,
have
it
to
did
do that for
be really-
liability issues because people are stupid.
Well, I'm saying like the product itself. I would much rather we figure out how to get it to
Like,
that
like a
liquid
more
standpoint.
room temperature.
Yeah, to that liquid
Caution, kind of warm.
Yeah, like if we need to make it a little warm, like that's different. But like versus, the 100 and whatever degree weather it was sitting in to get to that point.
Well, no, that's the thing is you'd have to keep it at that temperature to keep that consistency. So to
But
get
that's
them,
why I want to figure out scientifically how we would change the base or so the different ingredient within that to turn
maintain it.
Yeah, and now we're talking about it like we shouldn't, so we need to black this part out. But
Yeah, sorry. Fuck.
We didn't talk about the scientific parts, okay? We're the scientists in this.
I need a lab
I
coat.
doubt
so
it, dude. Are you kidding
So
me? What if
we
one
need to go
person
get.
out there is just like, hey, what?
We need to go get some costumes. We gotta not just because Halloween is coming up, just because we need costumes for more shows,
For more
wardrobes,
shows.
for Joes,
Joe's?
for Joes,
For Joe's?
for more Joes.
Like prop costumes.
We need like prop costumes. Like we need to get you a wig, get you a wig, get you a wig. No, I'm just kidding. No one needs wigs.
I'll take a wig.
I'd like
But prop shop.
to have a
Totes.
spacesuit, kind of like Joe Rogan.
Milkman in a
sweet.
spacesuit.
This hazmat suit.
Ooh, hazmat suit, yeah. That'd be
Sweet.
cool.
I mean, it would work. My Sharona's all over the place.
My Sharonas.
Boop, boop, beep, boop,
Um,
beep, boop, beep, 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 beep,
Costumes?
beep, beep.
Yeah, I need to put together a Stromboli costume with some track pants. Actually, that's all I need is just track pants and a track shirt and some Adidas.
And a headband. A sweatband.
I got my hat, my Russian
Oh.
hat.
I'll be
Yeah.
Korkov.
You are also Stromboli.
We're both Stromboli?
Yeah, brother Stromboli, but his
No,
name
cousin
is-
Stromboli.
his cousin, but his name also Stromboli.
Like the family names, they weren't very diverse. They just kind of stuck to one thing. It was a strong bloodline. You guys are all strong.
Stromboli strong.
Yeah.
Strom. But you were the one that was born without
Testicles? Yes.
no. Without linguistics, the only word you can say is Stromboli.
Oh, Lord.
Like, this is cousin Stromboli. Stromboli.
Yeah.
Stromboli.
You just grunt Stromboli.
Can I please have lines?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, if you're a one-line man, you're just for looks.
I need... I'm a star. I need to be heard. I have
Man.
like 7 people coming to see me. Crushing pretty hard on one of them. You must know what it's like as a young gay director. Is there a Daniel in your life? Maybe a Daniel.
Oh, I love American Dad. Solid as shit.
American
All
Dad
around.
or Family Guy?
American Dad.
We've already talked about this on an episode.
I'll fight you right now about it too.
Yeah,
Alright.
we will straight throw hands if you.
You say
The
family.
Cleveland show.
Oh,
Oh,
Christ!
God.
don't
Okay,
you
so the
bring
door is
that
right over there, and you can go see yourself out.
How about Loretta?
Junior.
Junior.
I think I saw 2 episodes of the Cleveland show, and I was
Don't get me wrong,
over
I
it.
watched the whole thing.
Watched all of it.
I've seen quite a
I
few
have to.
episodes.
I watched
It's
the-
Seth MacFarlane. I need to understand his mindset.
I watched the 3-episode crossover between American Dad, Family Guy, and Cleveland
Right.
Show, the hurricane episode.
Mm-hmm. That was a crazy one.
A black and a white talking like it's normal.
Everybody, just shut up and let me think.
Just let me think.
What's that noise?
Peter, you know me.
Self-defense.
God damn it. I don't understand the fascination with like the wives having like annoying voices.
I think you're like scratching on it is.
I'm like hearing something. It sounds
so
like.
sorry.
Like. Yes, that.
I'm so sorry.
He just starts looking around like.
I'm like I hear something.
I was just watching it all happen. he's like.
For those of you at home, I had to put a mic arm on my seat directly in front of me.
Scratching
Holy
it.
shit!
Like
Ugh.
it's like my own mic stand, and I have been plucking the coils of it with my fingernails, and it's been driving Don Chicago over here absolutely nuts.
That tripped me out. I was. It sounded like something was like swaying in the wind, like a crane. Like a door was like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but
Just like the creek.
I'm like, what is
Yeah,
happening?
yeah. No, the look on your face was just priceless. Just confusion. What? Am I going crazy?
Am I losing my mind?
I know. I was looking around and I thought like I was moving my mic, but I looked over and I looked at you, and you were like twirling the mic in your hand like this. I'm like, is that making the noise? I'm like, no. I'm like,
You can just go with it, just bleep it out like.
There's gonna be a lot of bleepage.
that's okay. It gives me something to do. Now that I don't have to sync the audios together, yeah.
Now it gives you something to do.
It
It gives me lots to do.
All he can do is chop and censor.
Chop it, that's odd.
Chop and censor. And add. Chop, censor, add.
Chops, that's odd.
No more sync, chop, censor, line up, chop, individual sync, edit, add.
And I could put pictures of Qui-Gon Jinn and stuff.
What?
I did that in the last episode.
Huh?
Qui-Gon Blunt.
Qui-Gon Blunt.
I know of a place where
Deep in
you
your
never
heart?
get harmed.
And are always hungry.
It's called indoors.
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 Indoors. Take it away, Don.
I can't wait to see what I put in that space.
On a real note, though, I have talked with my tattoo artist, and we have agreed that if in no other way, shape, or form we're involved in each other's weddings, that we will be officiants, or like the people who are officiating the weddings, and we'll be dressed as King Aragorn.
That's
Okay.
We'll
awesome.
be doing like little bits and pieces of each of the speeches from the movies, from like the different kings and everything. And then
You
at the very
bow
end,
to no one.
Yep, at the very end, my friend, you bow to no one, and everyone bows, and then they kiss, and then they walk away.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet as hell.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they go.
Exactly.
Fuck.
And then they fuck right in front of everybody right there. They consummate their marriage.
That
Like
would
a
be
king would.
like a king would assert your authority, you alpha male looking fuck.
And then you draw your Narsil
I was gonna
out.
say, you heir to a sealed door, you
You
do it.
Yeah, you draw out, or sorry, Andoril. Narsil's broken. Draw out Andoril. And you look back at the bride and the groom, and you're like, for Frodo. And you turn around, and you start running down the aisle, and you cut the ice sculpture in half.
What's the ice sculpture of? Is it
And
of the tower?
It's an orc.
Oh, just an orc.
It's the only thing that's like the most out of element.
That would be crazy.
It's the orc that was in
It's a 12-foot tall orc
32.45
ice sculpture.
at
The Fellowship.
the Fellowship. It's that orc.
It's that orc.
It could be alerts. Fucking the big Urukai that comes and kills Boromir. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Hey,
dude.
for anyone who doesn't
I hadn't
know.
seen this movie yet.
Well,
Fuck.
spoiled the ending of the first one for you.
Thanks.
I can totally rock that Ariana haircut, dude. I'll tell you that right now. I got
Yeah?
the widow's peak for Vegeta too, so I can fucking do it.
Okay.
I love you, Virginia, but you can't be doing that, Cameron. Do you think you could do a Majin Vegeta cosplay?
Probably. I'm a little big to be Vegeta though,
Well, that's why I say Majin Vegeta, because he's pretty
Like
yoked.
tall.
height wise.
Oh, okay.
Vegeta's like 5'5".
Yeah, Vegeta's pretty small.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Vegeta's not very big. I'm pretty sure Goku's only like 5'8" or 5'9".
Well, cosplay is just your adaptation of it. It doesn't have to be
That's
exact.
fair. But
Exactly.
I could probably do that.
Yeah. You just, like I said, Majin Buu, you're just fucking yoked.
Not
Yeah.
though. I'm a very amateur Majin Vegeta.
Boo!
Boo no like you no more.
What are you talking about, Boo?
I mean, I'd totally get in a fat suit and do Boo.
That'd be badass.
Like, that'd be sweet.
I'd want to be Hercule. What are we gonna do, Boo?
No, that would be sweet. That would be
That
killer.
would be great.
Yeah.
I call the great Saiyan man.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Milkman? What would you cosplay as?
Krillin.
Would you shave your head for that role?
I would shave my head.
I was gonna say shave your head or bald cap.
That would make me so happy. The 6 dots.
But you're like a really big Krillin, because Krillin's shorter than Vegeta.
I'm pretty sure Krillin, other than
Like,
Shiatsu, is the smallest
3
one.
feet. He's a 3
He's
foot
like
tall
He's
person.
like 4'11" or some shit.
I'd be the
He's,
Krillin.
he's
from-
officially little person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all he does is throw
You
discs.
could just be you could be Piccolo, you could be Tien, you could be Yamcha. You want to be Yamcha, bro?
Oh, dude, Yamcha. Grow your hair out.
I was Yamcha.
Or
one year.
Tien. We can just put an eye on your forehead.
I was Yamcha. The very first Halloween.
Ah, triangle move.
The only move I have.
Tri-beam.
Tri-
And it's not the only move he has. He's got Dodon Ray as well, and he's got a bigger tri-beam that
ninjutsu.
turns into a diamond, and it's fucking incredible. He's really strong.
Stunk.
He is
But
pistol.
after the Cell games, much like everybody else, that he becomes pointless.
Yeah. What's it called? It's called the Piccolo syndrome.
Yeah.
I think that's like the official.
Which,
not
goddamn,
official,
If they
but
don't give him something in Super, you know how mad I'm gonna be.
Piccolo.
Yeah.
They don't.
And they need to.
You haven't
Like
seen
in the
Super?
manga.
'Cause-
What?
You haven't seen through Super?
No, not all the way. I mean, I know what happens, but it's not
haven't
officially
seen
over.
through
They're
either,
still doing
so.
the manga stuff right now.
But it's alright. It's alright.
Yeah, no, they.
I swear to God, if they make him fuse with another Namekian in the middle of the
No.
turn of, I was gonna say, I'm like,
No, they
that's
don't.
how they give him a power boost. Like, that's not gonna work. We're dealing with gods
No,
here.
he does some cool. Him and Gohan are like hanging together and
They're
beating
in
people
sync.
up, and they like, yeah, they do stuff together. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool, but
I mean, obviously, it's always gonna boil down to. That's what I'm saying. Is like Vegeta now in the manga has been on Planet Yardrat, training and unlocking a different variation of energy that neither one of them have had access to virtually this whole time. So he's becoming exponentially stronger anyway. That's what I'm saying. Is that they could give him something eventually, but they won't.
I mean,
Because who ever heard of a Namekian god?
what's his name?
The big one.
The
Elder?
little guy from Earth. Dende.
Dende.
oh yes,
He's literally a Namekian god.
I'm gonna call you Little Green.
Green. Well then.
My name is
I'm
Dende.
sorry, Dende, and then we'll talk
And
because then he could become then he'd be mystical, and you can't put a power scaling on mystical capabilities, especially if he like is able to transfer his like ki and energy and everything into it.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
Can we talk about Ultra Instinct?
We can.
It's literally just. I know exactly what you're gonna do because that makes sense.
It's cool when it happens, but like
Why did
there's not
Gohan
re-
have to fall
there's
off so
not,
hard?
Not really much else to it.
They kind of tried to make him
I
come
don't
back.
care
a little
about
bit.
Gohan. I don't care about anybody. They'll get shit on.
It's not Goku, it's shit.
Everyone liked Goku, I guess. I didn't get into Dragon Ball Z until much later in my life,
Really?
so I wasn't there for the uprise.
Well, the entire point of like the Cell Saga was for Goku to be like officially done, and for Gohan to take over.
Yeah, I
And-
knew that. I heard about that.
Because, what was it, Ultimate Gohan or whatever?
He reached Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
reached Super
was-
Saiyan
Defeat
2.
Cell.
Yeah, he beat Cell and Goku died.
For the second time.
For the
He can
second
only
time.
die twice without coming back.
You only died twice. You only lived twice.
But then they shafted him, gave him the Great Saiyaman, and
Yeah, turned him into a freaking nerd.
I wanted to go to
You would-
school instead of being a Saiyan.
that's cool. Well, give it like 10 more years or so, and you're gonna have to go fight for the universe.
Well, and then
Because your
when
dad
he's-
picks fights with everybody.
when he's fighting with Goten, and Goten's like, "Oh, I can do that too." The kid's like 5, and he can already go Super Saiyan. Like,
Right?
Gohan can only go one more power level above that. Like, how is that better?
Because he's a fool who took the wrong path.
Yeah.
But I blame his mom, Chi-Chi.
He would have been incredible if he was more like Future Gohan. Granted, I wish Future Gohan had his other arm, but alas,
Alas.
we
But-
can't. He went down fighting. Future Gohan was a bass.
I
I let it. I agree with that statement there.
Aye. Well, perfect. What a nice bow to wrap up the episode.
Future Trunks is a bitch.
Is he?
No.
Sorry, I'm so behind on Dragon
Future
Ball
Trunks
right
is the-
now.
Do we
is
do
the,
an outro?
Is the future
Yeah.
of Saiyans right now. Once
Thank you,
the
everybody.
old men are done.
Yes,
It's going to
once-
be the Boruto. Dragon Ball Trunks.
We'll have to come back to that.
It'll be
on
weird.
This was 8. Damn, 8
This is
episodes.
episode 8, yeah.
Moving along.
We're moving.
Thank you, boys,
Soon,
for
once-
having me. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah,
course,
Milkman, our guest here.
I am
Let me hold-
honored.
give me your hand. Let me see that hand. Oh God. Yes. Fuck.
Tally-ho.
Tally-ho.
Yeah, no one. I think when we get around 10 episodes, I'll put this on multiple platforms.
Well,
We're getting close.
We need to do something special for 10 as well.
It'll be a perfect milestone.
10 episode extravaganza.
Yeah.
Expect something special, but we
Stay
don't
tuned
know
for
what
episode
it is
10.
yet.
Wait to see my nipples. Maybe on Twitter.
Maybe on Twitter.
But we will see you guys next time.
Next
Thank you,
time.
Milkman, for being here and partying with us,
Of course.
smoking about it with us.
Always.
On
Don,
Twitter.
you're looking beautiful over there as always.
Thank you, everybody. Grab my big fluffy hand.
Nookie Puss, would you like to send us away?
Music's already playing, so
Music's already playing.
bye.
Bye.